Good morning, students. Yesterday, in a previous class, I have given one assignment to you all. That is, find the number of images. Find the number of images formed when you are placing mirrors, and the angle between mirror is given to you. Then you need to find out the number of images. So while doing these problems, you may face a few doubts. Let us clear the doubts. Our formula is number of images, that is 360 by theta minus 1, where theta is angle between two mirrors. So here, let me draw the mirror. You can solve problem very easy when the given angle divides 360. For example, if I given 12 degrees to you, then you can solve this problem very easily by calculating like this. That is 360 by 12 minus 1, 12 ones, 12 threes and 0, and you will get 30 minus 1, that is equal to 29. 29 number of images you can form when the angle is 12 degrees between them. If you are not getting a perfect number, instead of taking 12 degrees, if you are taking 11 degrees, then what will happen? 11 degrees. n is equals to 360 by 11 minus 1. When you are cancel, you may never get this one, a simple number. Some 3, because 11 ones, 11 threes are 33, and one more 3 will get 11 twos are 22, and 8 you will get, and then 0.7. Some 32.7 you will get here. More than that also you will get, but 32.7 minus 1, when you are doing this one, you will get 31.7. So how many number of images you will get here? You will get 31 images, sure. What about this 0.7? Even you are getting point after a single digit other than 0, consider that is as another image. Okay, so here total number of images you are getting is 32, more than 31, that is definitely 32. So number of images are 32. Yesterday I given one angle here, that is a 50 degrees, that is n is equals to 360 by 50 minus 1. Angle between the mirrors is equals to 50 degrees. So how much you are getting here? 0 0 will be cancelled. 5 sevens 35, and 1 you will get 5 twos, that is 7.2 minus 1, 6.2. How many number of images you got? So many people written 6 number of images. Please change your answer. You got 6.2, that is a more than 6, definitely that is a 7 images. Okay, number of images are 7. This is what we discussed in our previous class. In today's class, we are going to verify law of a reflection. How many laws for reflection? You all know that there are 2 laws we are discussing in this chapter, that is the first law and second law. You all know that what is first law? Angle of incidence always equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence always equals to angle of reflection. That is what we are going to prove. For that we need few material, that is a mirror, plane mirror, pins, paper pins, and paper, white paper, scale and protractor, pencil, etc. These things we need. Now our aim is verification of first law of reflection. Next statement, material required. Take these things: plane mirror, pins, paper, scale, protractor and pencil. These are the material required. Then procedure. Now I will draw a picture here how to proceed in this experiment. For that, picture I will show you, later I will give you idea. So this is a plane mirror. How can you say this is a plane mirror? If it is painted or coated with a silver and another color over silver, then you can say this is a plane mirror, and the above surface is opaque and below one is a reflected surface. And here normal I am going to draw. Normal. This is normal for the above plane mirror. Normal is just a perpendicular line which is drawn to the plane mirror. Now I will do one thing. Here I will draw a line which makes 60 degrees with the normal. Here I will pin a vertical pin here. I will place a vertical pin like this, and here. If I place these vertical pins of name P and Q, you can watch these pins. Inside the mirror. You can watch these two pins inside the mirror. In this experiment, we are going to prove that angle of incidence always equals to angle of reflection. For that, plane mirror I consider, and I drawn a normal here, and one incident ray I drawn, and that incident ray makes an angle that is a 60 degrees with the normal. So after completion of this experiment, I will prove that angle of reflection also 60 degrees. Okay, that I will do. Please watch carefully this video. So to verify first law of reflection, that is angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection, we need to consider a white paper and a mirror, which is as shown. So after placing it over a paper, take a scale and a protractor and observe. So how I am drawing these things. So here a line, vertical line, that is considered as a normal. I am choosing a protractor and I consider an angle 60 degrees with the mirror. Now so a line is drawing with the 60 degrees from the normal. You can watch this 60 degrees. So if you consider that as a incident ray onto the mirror, so I can place two pins which stands vertically on paper. And I placed a mirror through the mirror I can watch those two pins are in a straight line. Watch here, there are two pins you can watch in the mirror, two pins one behind another, and now these two are placed in a straight line. Look, now they are in a straight line. Now I will take two more pins. I will take two more pins, and that is a fixed. First one is a fixed, so that all the three are in a straight line. Observe here. Now it is in a straight line. I can fix. Okay. Now I'll take one more pin. That is also I'll fix in a straight line, so that these two are seems to be in a straight line with the two more pins. You can see inside the mirror. Now all the four pins, observe here, 1 2 3 4, one from outside, two more from inside. Okay, now I'll remove the pins and I will mark over here, and I will measure the angle of a reflection. I will measure the angle of reflection. How much I will get? 60 degrees. This is how we can verify the first law of a reflection with the help of an experiment. Okay, got it? So thank you. So I hope you watched that video. From that, what you got is angle of incidence is equals to angle of a reflection. Here it is. Angle of reflection is equal to 60 degrees. So this is how we completed our experiment. We just prepare classwork, and what you are concluding here, what you got, final answer is, when a ray is incidence on a plane mirror or any surface, always the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. In our next class, we will discuss second law of reflection. Second law of reflection and how you are proving experimentally. Before that, I will tell you what is second law. Second law states that incident ray, a reflected ray, and a normal, all the three lie in a plane. For that, I will show you experiment with the help of a book. Look, this is your book and this is a plane surface. If I open this page, one more paper I got, this one. This is a, please consider this like as a plane mirror. Can I remove this one once again? Yes, one more plane mirror I got here, and once again I will get one more plane. And when I am opening the paper, so whatever I am getting, can I take it as a plane? Suppose. Okay, now I will draw here a normal and incident ray and reflected ray. Can I draw? Yes, I can. Incident ray, reflected ray, and a normal. Now this is the plane I told already. After opening this, did I got any incident ray here? No. Is there any normal here? No. Is there any reflected ray? No, nothing is there. So all the three lie in this one. So here I got incident ray, and here I got normal, and here it is a reflected ray. These three always lie in a same plane. This is second law of reflection. If I remove this plane, then I got another plane. In this, the incident ray is not present, and in this which is drawn, that is a normal here, is not present, and in this reflected ray which is drawn over here, not present. So this is the second law of reflection. So tomorrow we will observe that with the help of a simple activity. Okay, so today you just prepare notes by watching this video carefully. Procedure I have told in a previous one, voice over given, and here you need to write aim, verification of first law, and material required. I have already written here that you write procedure, follow the previous video, and conclusion I already told. Okay, so these things you prepare experimentally. So prepare an activity with your own words. Goodbye. Tomorrow we'll meet once again.